fart again? You
Yeah,
did.
I did.
What the fuck, man?
It's medieval ages.
I don't care. We're in a fucking cellar, bro. There is nowhere for your farts to go. Plug it up, bro. There's corks everywhere. If you want, I got you, man.
Dude,
we'll plug it.
I got Grand Reserva for you.
Bloopers, right? Yeah.
I got Grand Reserva waiting for you.
Good morning. Buenos dias. Eta egunon.
Okay, so guys, the trip through the Basque Country continues. Right now we are in the southern province of Alaba. Today we're gonna go check out the capital of the Basque Country, Vitoria, but first we're going to the salt flats, Salinas de Anana.
We will tell you more about those things, which are just right here, once we walk down there. Let's go. We are now officially in the complex of the Salinas de Anana. It's difficult to pronounce, try saying that 10 times fast. You might be able to see it's gigantic. This water comes from a spring and it's salty. Each one of these little squares is basically like a pool. You leave it out in the sun, it eventually evaporates and makes salt. And salt is my favorite condiment.
Back in the day though, salt was way more than just a condiment. It was a form of money. Before refrigeration, it was basically the primary way of conserving food for longer than a day or two. So back in the day, they would have been like making it by boiling water in ceramic pots and then breaking them. It was really inefficient. So when the Romans came, they introduced this idea of solar evaporation, which is good for the Mediterranean, but as you can see here, if it's cloudy, it doesn't work so well.
But first we're gonna meet somebody who actually knows what they're talking about. Sora.
Hey, Wikipedia tells a lot, okay?
There she is.
Hello.
Hey.
Let's go.
I'm not gonna die?
No.
Tastes salty.
Can I gargle with this? Like,
How salty is it compared to the ocean?
10 times more salty. How we make here the salt? The first thing is to take water from a pool.
3, 2, 1.
Then we have to put it on one square. After that, we need 2-3 days.
are you gonna stick around for 2 to 3 days?
Bueno. This is the salt, a basket full of salt, and the way they stored it was by pouring it through these holes in the wall into these underground cellars.
It's kind of funny, the whole time that we've been here, cars have just been driving through this little village, just like laying it down on the horn. Beep, for like 15 seconds in a row. And Soda's like, oh yeah, that's the baker. And then like 5 minutes later, another beep. She's like, yeah, that's the butcher. See what I mean? Bread. Or maybe meat. Dun 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 dun. And we're off to Vitoria Gasteiz, the green capital of Europe. And I have no idea why I'm talking in this accent. Let's go. We just arrived in the city of Vitoria Gasteiz, capital of Alaba, and there's some sort of fiesta going on.
There's a marathon going on, there's a marriage, and all these kids are dressed up in traditional Basque clothes because they were just doing a dance. And that's one of the cool things about the Basque Country is wherever you go, you seem to just stumble upon festivals. Surprise, surprise, we show up and someone tipped off the news and we got the EITB news team here, so we're gonna be walking around with them. When I was an English teacher, before we got into making videos, I wrote a guidebook for the Basque Country, like an app download it in the link below in the info box. But I came here to make some reviews about the city, and I haven't been back since, so it should be fun.
I know nothing except for the fact that Vitoria is the green capital of Europe.
The only thing I know is that I know nothing.
Ready to learn, but more importantly, I'm ready to eat, drink, and be merry, because that's what life's all about.
So right now we are walking with the film crew through the streets of the old town. So it's about 800 years old, and one of the coolest things about Vitoria is that like all the streets are named after medieval trades. There's like a blacksmith street, leather worker street. So the old town's formed like an almond shape, and it's called La Almendra, which is like the almond basically. We're actually in the plaza where they used to sell wool, because this is the road that goes from Castilla, which is the heart of the Spanish kingdom, all the way through the Pyrenees to Europe. So you had to pass through here, and you usually had to pay tax. There's a restaurant here called El Portalón, and this is what was an old like staging coach stop. You would have had to stop here on your way to Europe from Spain.
So we're gonna stop here on our way to lunch, because they also do lunch, and it's time to eat.
I've heard it's so authentic that it often feels like time travel.
Ooh.
Hello, is anyone there? I'm a weary traveler looking for a room. I come from London.
Who is it? Ah, Senor Ayling. So nice to see you. What brings you to Vitoria?
I'm here to buy more of your wool. My weavers are making these fine coats.
That is a nice coat. Please, come in, have some wine.
I'm not accustomed to the wine from Alaba. Much stronger than our English ales.
I can see it's the first time you've played cards against the Basque. Be careful, my friend. You have already lost so much.
On the contrary, my friend Alejandro, I have everything to gain. In video, uno.
The wine makes you bold, Englishman, but Basques are bolder. In video, a dos.
I will see your dose, but I have nothing left to bet.
Like I said earlier, nice coat.
Fine, but first, let us drink.
Okay. Más vino.
Sí, señor.
Shall we show our cards?
After you, English friend.
Oh, how the tables have turned, amigo.
But I believe this is yours. Like I said, nice coat.
It's a long way to England.
See you next year, English friend. Nice coat.
Well,
That was fun.
onwards.
As you can see, Ken Follett's statue, that's because he used this cathedral to base his book, The Pillars of the Earth.
Which I have read. It's great. You should read it. We are in the bowels of the cathedral. Literally, these are the pillars of the earth.
We're now in the main part of the cathedral, and I thought I would just clarify the name of the city a bit, because we've called it Vitoria, but it's also called Gasteiz. Vitoria is in Spanish, and Gasteiz is the Basque name. This town was founded in like the 800s, and it was called Gasteiz, which is the Basque name. Later, it was absorbed into the kingdom of Navarra. Navarra is where Pamplona is, and this place, the whole Basque country, has always kind of been between kingdoms. The kingdom of Castilla, which is what founded modern-day Spain, and the kingdom of Navarra.
I don't know how many of you guys play Assassin's Creed. Being up here, definitely get that Assassin's Creed feeling. The question is, if I jump off and land in a barrel of hay, do I get extra eagle points? Only one way to find out.
Well, we've made it to another evening. It is dinner time, which is my favorite time in the Basque Country because we get to eat at another awesome place. We're going to Sagartoki, which is Basque for Sagar, apple, and Toki place. It's a cider house, but it's a different one. They do sushi, Basque sushi.
I'm starving.
The last time we ate was like the 15th century.
Dude, it's been hundreds of years since our last meal.
Mi nombre es Enen González, estamos en el restaurante Sagartoki. El estilo del restaurante es pinchos y tapas y luego pues puedes experimentar con todo lo que sea, ¿no? Os ha puesto el sushi, foie con manzana, el de salmón con langostino y aguacate.
Guys, these are all of the different flavors for the sushi wraps.
They got carrot flavored spinach, potato, beetroot, and pepper.
Os habrán puesto una tortilla patata. Una tortilla patata que también es un plato estrella en mi restaurante, que también es un plato que exporto. Maravilloso pincho huevo frito con patatas, que es una explosión y que sigue siendo la estrella de mi restaurante.
I'm literally just covered in egg yolk.
Alex, you always wanted to be yoked, and now you finally are.
Vitoria Gasteiz. I liked it.
That was so much fun today. Wow, what a good day. Started off in the Salt Flats in the Salt Valley and had a great time walking through the city. And the ending here was really like a cherry on the cake.
No,
Is
it
that
was
a phrase in English?
cherry on the cake. No, it was a
No.
cherry on top of an ice cream sundae. But
Yeah.
nice try. The food at Asador Sagartoki was next level. Senan, awesome guy, and definitely gonna have to come back.
Here in the Basque Country, food is first and foremost. It's such an important part of the culture. Food and traditions in general are really respected, but traditions in food are sacred. And so it's really cool to see someone like this who is doing innovations in a cool new way. I mean, sushi, but sushi with anchovies and
With
guindilla
Basque
peppers and
ingredients,
Basque
yeah.
ingredients that are so fundamental to the culture. Thumbs up.
Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Vagabrothers for new travel videos every week.
We'll see you guys soon. The next episode, we're going to the coast. So, quiero arte.
In the meantime, remember to stay curious, keep exploring, and we'll see you guys on the road.
Onda Rivia.
Later.